Yo guys, it's Friday. That means it's the weekly evaluation of the challenge we've been through, and it has been about willpower. Understanding how to not cave into our urges. Pushing ourselves to have gotten a deep understanding of the topic, and I've grown like heck. Thought I'd share those biggest learnings to you in this video. So stay tuned if you want to hear all about it. I thought I'd sum up this week in 4 main conclusions, starting with the major one, the big realization, the thing that just wiped my glasses clean, the revelation of the scam that I'm living in, that we are living in, that our brain is just a marketing machine that is just tricking us all the time. I mean, how this dopamine system just scratches our motivation system, our stress system, to together just create this perfect machine that makes us unstoppable in the sense of going after the cravings, the things we really need to hinder ourselves from doing. We have this perfect system that's working against us. But why is that? Well, it's because once upon a time it actually served that purpose, the survival purpose, out of the savannah, out in the caves. I mean, survival mood. There is a purpose for the system. It just isn't a good fit in the world we're living in today, and that's just the reality. But when we get this, when we understand, when we take this in, it just open up this objective way of looking at ourselves, on our emotions, on the way we act. We can see it with clear eyes, and we realize that yes, I want to do this, yes, I have urges, but it is just something up here that wants me to go after. It doesn't make I don't feel these things, I still feel them, but just the revelation, the scam has been brought up to daylight. It's like when you've seen a magician doing his magic, but then when you get to see behind the scenes how it actually is done, it kind of takes that magic away. And that is the number one thing that has happened to me this week. The biggest thing. I now see myself in a different way. The way I act, the way I feel. I can control myself much more because I know why I feel the way I feel. But this also takes us to this next part, which is super important as well. To actually be present, to realize what we are feeling. Because once again, this dopamine system, it only has one purpose, and that is to go after that craving. It is not actually the feelings that makes us feel joy out of doing the thing we want to do. Dopamine only pushes us to go after that craving. And so the whole part this week of really staying in the moment, taking in what we're feeling. Are we actually getting something out of this experience we are diving after? Because that also is a part of the revelation of the magic trick. You can see, you can feel that, wait a second, it isn't that much of a comfort in here. It doesn't give me that much. It's only increasing the amount of stress, because it takes you down a negative spiral. Take in what you're feeling and what you get out of things in contrast to what you expect of it. If you expect to be super happy out of something and you realize, hey, I don't feel anything at all, it is also an insight that will make you maybe not take that path in the future. And the third conclusion is that our future self will in many cases not be a better version of ourselves. Dealing with those issues, with those problems. We can't lay the problems we have today on the future self. Tomorrow Alex is gonna start exercise. Tomorrow Alex is gonna deal with this issue, whatever it might be. Studies after studies shows that we keep overestimating how good our future self will behave. Now, I know that is what we are all about. But if you keep laying that future work on your future self, then it's never going to happen. That's why you have to start today. And you can't put that load on your future self. You have to deal with your problems today. And the last thing, the fourth conclusion, is that there are a lot of tricks and tools for us to improve our willpower. The big ones are, of course, yoga, meditation, sleeping more, doing something that relaxes us, breathing, being present. But I also introduced 2 smaller tricks for us to use. The 10-minute rule, where you actually give yourself 10 minutes to reconsider your option. Okay, I'm allowed to eat this ice cream, but I have to put the timer for 10 minutes and then I'm allowed to do it. This gives us some distance to the actual craving, to the giving in to the willpower, and it makes us reevaluate. We trick ourselves by telling ourselves, well, you get 10 minutes, then it's all yours. And it actually works. The second practical tip, which I gave in the week vlog, talk to yourself as you would be talking to a friend. Be comforting. We all fall down in our dark pit once in a while. But you shouldn't blame yourself. You shouldn't put on more stress and anxiety on yourself, because as we know, the dopamine system will only make us crave those things even more. That's why you should be forgiving. Tell yourself it was alright. Don't be too hard on yourself, and you will have so much more easier to get back up on that horse again. And with those words, I am gonna close this chapter down. It's been a super insightful week. I really recommend you to read the book, The Willpower Instinct by Kelly McGonigal, which is the book I've been reading throughout this week as a source of information and inspiration. But it's been a freaking amazing week. I've just gained so much knowledge, competence, and experience. And I hope I've been able to share some of that with you. Love to hear your comments about this topic this week, how your challenges have gone, what's your personal willpower issues. Share it with me and I'd love to open up a discussion. And with those words, Alexander is signing out. It's Friday. I'm gonna hopefully meet up with my dad today and just have a great day after some work hours. Peace out.